Dear students, welcome to my first class on Module 2, Conformal Transformation and Complex Integration. In this lecture video, we're gonna see about complex integration and problems on complex integration. What is complex integration? The integration of complex valued function defined along the curve in a complex plane is called complex integration. Next is complex line integral. Consider a continuous function f of z of the complex variable z is equal to x plus iy defined at all points of the curve C and extending the curve from the point P to Q and dividing this curve C into n parts by taking arbitrary points. So a curve C has been taken in the xy plane and the curve C has been extended from the point P to Q and divided this point into n equal parts with the points like P0 Z1, P0 Z0, P1 Z1, P2 Z2, Pk Zk and so on Pn Zn. Now the point P will be taken as P0 Z0, P1 Z1, P2 Z2 and so on Pk Zk and so on Pn Zn, and this will be equal to Q. So now on the curve C, let alpha k be any point on the arc of the curve from the point Pk minus 1 to Pk, and let delta Zk will be equal to Zk minus 1, where k ranges from 1, 2, 3 and so on. So then the limit n tends to infinity, summation k from 1 to n f alpha k into delta Zk will be getting. So in this one, the maximum of mod of delta Zk tends to 0 as n tends to infinity is defined as the complex integral along the path C. So hence in general, the complex line integral is given by the formula integral over the region C f of z dz. So this formula will be using to solve the problems in the concept of complex integration. Properties of complex integrals. The first property is if minus c denotes the curve traversed from the point Q to P, then the integral over the region minus c f of z dz will be equal to minus integral over the region C f of z dz. The second property is if C is split into a number of parts like C1, C2, C3 and so on, then the integral over the region C f of z dz will be equal to integral over the region C1 f of z dz plus integral over the region C2 f of z dz plus integral over the region C3 f of z dz and so on. Third property is also called a linearity property. If a and b are constants, then integral over the region C a f1 of z plus b f2 of z into dz will be equal to a into integral over the region C f1 of z dz plus b into integral over the region C f2 of z dz. Line integral of a complex valued function. So I'm taking a complex valued function f of z is equal to u of x comma y plus I into v of x comma y is a complex valued function defined over the real numbers and C be a curve in the region. Then the integral over the region C f of z dz will become, I'm going to replace f of z as u plus iv and dz as dx plus idy. So I got the equation integral over the region C u plus iy into dx plus idy. So by multiplying this we'll be getting u into dx plus I into u dy plus I into v dx plus I square into v dy. So since we know that I square is equal to minus 1, so the value will become minus dy. So hence I got the equation integral over the region C u dx minus v dy plus I times of integral over the region C u dy plus v dx. Problems on complex integration. Problem number 1. Evaluate integral over the region C mod z whole square dz where C is a square with the following vertices 0, 0, 1 comma 0, 1 comma 1 and 0 comma 1. The first thing is we need to expand mod z whole square. We know that z is given by x plus iy. So the mod z will be given by taking mod on both sides of the equation, z is equal to x plus iy. So by taking mod, we'll be getting what? Mod z is equal to mod of x plus iy, and expanding modulus of x plus iy will be getting square root of x square plus y square. So hence we can say that mod z whole square will be equal to x square plus y square, and taking dz as dx plus I dy, and we have to expand this integral over the region C mod z whole square dz by plotting a square the following vertices, that is 0 comma 0, 1 comma 0, 1 comma 1 and 0 comma 1. So since they have given that the integral mod z whole square dz, I'm going to replace the mod z whole square as x square plus y square into dx plus I dy, since the mod z value is square root of x square plus y square. So now I'm plotting a square with the following vertices like 0 comma 0, 1 comma 0, 1 comma 1, 0 comma 1. So take the x over y plane. So in the x plane always y will be 0, in the y plane always x will be 0. So I'm taking the point 0 comma 0 in the origin, and the point 1 comma 0 means x is equal to 1, y is equal to 0, it will come in the positive x axis, and the point 0 comma 1 means x is equal to 0, y is equal to 1, it will come in the positive y axis, and the point 1 comma 1 will come here. So I'm taking this point as O, this point as P, this point as Q, and this point as R, and joining all the points, and I'm going to assume that the curve is moving from O to P, P to Q, Q to R and R to O. So hence we can say that the curve is divided into 4 regions mainly. One region is OP, one more is PQ, one more is QR, and one more is RO. So now we have to observe that at the point O, I mean in the region OP, at the point O and at the point P, the common point is y is equal to 0. And in this region, the limit for x is 0 to 1. Similarly, in the region PQ, the common point is x is equal to 1, and the limit for y is 0 to 1. Similarly, in the region QR, the common point at Q and R is y is equal to 1. So hence we have to find the limit for x. It is varies from 1 to 0. Similarly, in the region RO, the common point is x is equal to 0. So now I'm going to replace all the values in the above equation so that I can divide the given integral over the region C into 4 regions mainly like this. The integral over the region C mod z whole square dz will become integral over the region OP mod z whole square dz plus integral over the region PQ mod z whole square dz plus integral over the region QR mod z whole square dz plus integral over the region RO mod z whole square dz. And since we know that this mod z whole square dz will be x square plus y square into dx plus I dy. Now along the region OP, as I told, like the common point is y is equal to 0, it implies dy is equal to 0. Means in the mod z whole square dz, I am replacing y is equal to 0, dy is equal to 0. I got the equation x square dx. So since the function contains only dx, we have to find the limit for only x, that is x varies from 0 to 1 in this region. Now along the region PQ, the common point is x is equal to 1. So since x is equal to 1, we'll be having dx is equal to 0. So in the equation, I'll be putting x is equal to 1, dx 0. I got mod z whole square dz is 1 plus y square into I dy. So since the function having only dy term, so we have to find the limit for y. So here y varies from 0 to 1. Now along the region QR, the common point is y is equal to 1. It implies dy is equal to 0. So in the function, I'll be putting y is equal to 1, dy is equal to 0. So I got the equation x square plus 1 into dx. The function having dx, so we have to find the limit for x. So in the region QR, the x varies from 1 to 0. Similarly, along the region RO, the common point is x is equal to 0. It implies dx is equal to 0. So in the function, I'm putting x is equal to 0 and dx is equal to 0. I'll get y square I dy, and the function having dy here, so we have to find the limit for y. So in this region, y varies from 1 to 0. Now I am going to replace all these points in the previous equation. So I got the equation like integral over the region C mod z whole square dz will become integral between the limit 0 to 1 x square dx plus I times of integral 0 to 1 1 plus y square dy plus integral 1 to 0 x square plus 1 into dx plus I times of integral 1 to 0 y square dy. So integrating this one with respect to x, I will be getting x cube by 3 between the limit 0 to 1. Integrating this function with respect to y, will be getting y plus y cube by 3 between the limit 0 to 1. And integrating this, will be getting x cube plus x between the limit 1 to 0. And integrating this with respect to y, will be getting y cube by 3 between the limit 1 to 0. So we got the equation like x cube by 3 with the limit 0 to 1 plus I times of y plus y cube by 3 between the limit 0 to 1, x cube by 3 plus x with the limit 1 to 0 plus I times of y cube by 3 with the limit 1 to 0. So here applying the upper limit, it will become 1 by 3, and for lower limit it is 0. Here also applying the upper limit will become 1 plus 1 by 3, and for lower limit it is 0. And here for upper limit it will become 0, for lower limit it is minus of x 1 by 3 plus 1. And here also for upper limit it will become 0, for lower limit it is minus 1 by 3. So I got the equation 1 by 3 plus I times of 1 plus 1 plus 1 by 3 minus of 1 by 3 plus 1 minus 1 by 3 into I. So by simplifying these two, we got 1 by 3 plus 4 by 3i minus 4 by 3 minus I by 3. So it will become 1 plus 4i minus 4 minus I divided by 3, or minus 3 plus 3i divided by 3. So by taking 3 common, so cancelling 3 and 3, I got the integral over the region C. Mod z whole square dz is minus 1 plus I. Problem number 2. Evaluate integral between the limit 0 to 2 plus I z complement whole square dz along the line x is equal to 2y. Second one, the real axis up to 2 and then vertically to 2 plus I. So they have given that z complement whole square is a function. So z complement in the sense x minus iy. So z complement whole square means we have to take x minus iy whole square. It will become x square plus iy whole square minus 2ixy. So since I square is minus 1, we'll be getting the equation like x square minus y square minus 2ixy, and I'm taking dz is equal to dx plus I dy. So we have to solve this integral in two cases. In the first case, I'm taking the line x is equal to 2y. In the second case, I'm plotting a line from the positive x-axis to the point 2 and then vertically to 2 plus I. So we'll see how to solve these two conditions. So since the z complement whole square is given by x minus iy whole square, it will become x square minus y square minus 2ixy, and dz is given by dx plus I dy. So now along the line x is equal to 2y. It means that in the above equation, I'll be replacing x is equal to 2y. So if x is 2y, in the sense I'm converting all the x variable in terms of y variable, we have to convert dx also. So by differentiating this, we got dx is equal to 2 dy. So I'll be replacing dx as 2 dy, and in the given integral, the limits for z varies from 0 to 2 plus I. It is nothing but x comma y varies from 0 comma 0 to 2 comma 1. I mean the limit for x varies from 0 to 2 and y varies from 0 to 1. So since I'm converting all the x variable in terms of y, so we have to use only y limit in the equation. So take the equation first. Integral between 0 to 2 plus I z complement whole square dz. It will become the integral 0 to 2 plus I x square minus y square minus I into 2xy into dx plus I dy. So I'm replacing x is equal to 2y. So we are converting all x variables in terms of y. So we have to use only y limit. So according to this, the limit for y varies from 0 to 1. So I'm taking that one here. The integral y varies from 0 to 1. The integral y varies from 0 to 1. 2y whole square minus y square minus I into 2 times of 2y into y plus 2 dy plus I dy. So this equation we got after replacing x is equal to 2y and dx is equal to 2 dy. So like after simplification, I got the equation like this. Integral y from 0 to 1, 3y square minus I 4y square. Here I am taking dy common factor. I got 2 plus I into dy. So from this one I can take y square common factor. I got the equation like this. Integral y from 0 to 1, 3 minus 4i into y square into 2 plus I dy. So these two are constant. I'm taking 3 minus 4i, 2 plus I outside. So I got the equation 3 minus 4i, 2 plus I, integral 0 to 1 y square dy. So integrating this will be getting y cube by 3 between the limit 0 to 1. So I got the equation like this, y cube by 3, and by multiplying this we got 6 plus 3i minus 8i plus 4 into y cube by 3 between the limit 0 to 1. So applying the limit, I'll be getting 1 by 3 here. By simplifying this, we'll be getting 10 minus 5i divided by 3. So I got the equation 5 by 3 into 2 minus I after simplification. Second one, the real axis, in the sense x-axis, the point starting from the 2 comma 0 and then vertically it is moving to 2 comma 1. So take the xy plane. So in that plane, draw all these points. So obviously the line will start from the origin point only, that is 0 comma 0, and call this point as the O, and choose a point 2 comma 0 in the positive x-axis and call this point as P, and vertically 2 comma 1 in the sense it will come here, and I'm calling this point as Q. And I'm going to assume that the curve is moving from the region O to P and P to Q. So here we have to note that the curve is divided into two regions. One is OP, one more is PQ. So in the OP region, the common points are actually what? Y is equal to 0. And in the PQ region, the common point is x is equal to 2. So I'm going to make use of these 2 points to solve the integral. So along OP, y is equal to 0 we are having. It implies dy is equal to 0. So since dy is 0, the function will have only dx terms. So it means that we have to find the x limit. So in that region, the x varies from 0 to 2. Similarly, along the region PQ, the common point is x is equal to 2. It implies dx will be equal to 0. So in that region, y varies from 0 to 1. So now I'm going to replace this point in the equation. So I got the integral over the region C mod z complement whole square dz will be equal to integral over the region OP z complement whole square dz plus integral over the region PQ z complement whole square dz. So I got the equation like this. Integral between the limit 0 to 2 plus I z complement whole square dz is equal to integral x varies from 0 to 2 x square dx. So in this one I'm putting y is equal to 0, dy is equal to 0. I got this equation. Similarly in this one I'm putting x is equal to 2 and dx 0. I got this equation. That is integral y from 0 to 1 4 minus y square minus 4 iy I dy. So now after integrating that, I got the equation like x cube by 3 between the limit 0 to 2 I times of 4y minus y cube by 3 minus I 4y square by 2 between the limit 0 to 1. So applying the upper limit here, it will become 8 by 3 and lower limit is 0. And here applying the upper, it will become 4 minus 1 by 3 minus I 4 by 2. So and for lower limit it is 0. So I got the equation 8 by 3 plus I times of 4 minus 1 by 3 minus 2i. So it will become 8 by 3 plus 4i minus I by 3 plus 2. So it is 14 by 3 plus 11 by 3i. So by taking 1 by 3 common factor, I got the equation 1 by 3 into 14 plus 11i. Okay, in the next lecture video, we'll discuss few more problems on complex integration only. Thank you.